What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training. Today we're going to be breaking down how to run a one-step slant versus inside shade press coverage. This is a common question that we get asked a lot. What if you got to run a one-step slant, you get press look, maybe he's inside shade. How do we get off the line of scrimmage? What release do I use, and how do I maybe get this DB to hesitate so I can cross his face when I absolutely have to? So I hope this video helps you guys out, teaches you a few things about what you guys can do off the line when you maybe don't have the most ideal coverage for the route that you are supposed to run. And also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want a step-by-step daily schedule with daily wide receiver on-field drills that you need to do, check out that very first link in the description for our new 8-week wide receiver on-field workout plan. So what it is, it's an 8-week long step-by-step daily schedule where we break down all the on-field drills wide receivers need to do for route running, hands, press releases, etc. with sets, repetitions, and we include a 2-hour-long instructional video where we break down each drill, talk about the importance of it, and we show full speed examples. So I hope you guys could check that out. Very first link below. Let's get started with this video. So this is Denzel Mims running this like kind of one-step slant here against this inside shade press look, right? So the most important thing I would say is that obviously this isn't ideal, right? We have an inside shade DB on a one-step slant. You obviously can't try to take the outside release and try to run around this guy. That's just never going to work. That's never going to be ideal because he's going to be sitting right on your hip, and the quarterback's not going to have any space to make this thing a completion, right? You hear me talk about it a lot on this page especially, is that you don't want to force whatever this DB, you don't want to force a route, you don't want to force a release, you want to take what the DB's gives you. And right now this DB's inside shade, so he's giving me the outside. But on a one-step slant, I obviously can't take the outside, right? So something I have to go with is something like a quick one-step move where I threaten this DB to the outside, where I could either get him to hesitate on that outside foot or maybe get him to even jump off the platform. Unlikely I get him to jump off the platform, but I can get him to hesitate. So what he decides to go with here is this wide step release, right? So wide step release is when you step with that back foot and you step wide. That is the 100% I feel the best release that you guys can use in this situation when you have a head-up press DB, because this wide step kind of sells for just a single step like you're just taking the outside. You're taking what he gives you. And like, for example, if you guys had to run like a post route against this type of coverage, I would say you take the outside release and you try to either throw by or you try to restack and run the route. So that's how you'd have to approach it. It's just a little bit closer and things are just a little bit more compact right here, right? So this wide step, he does a great job of actually stepping outside the DB's frame. I know you can't see it, but when we could step outside his frame, hips and shoulders are to the outside, I at least have a chance to get him to hesitate, get him to be in this wide base, off balance, and at least I could cross his face down. Super important when you try to cross his face and you have to force a release like this, you got to keep a good pad level. So many receivers, they're like afraid of the contact. They'll pop straight up, they'll pop their chest up, and then they get completely rerouted. I know he's working behind the line of scrimmage right now. Maybe if he's out of the slot, maybe it's a tight formation, this probably won't fly, right? You got to kind of know where you're at on the field, but they probably won't call this from a formation like that. They'll call this one-step slant when you're kicked out in the slot or maybe kicked out wide, but you're going to have some space to do this. So when we force this release, we got to make sure that we just don't quit on the play. I keep a good pad level. I'm really focused on just getting upfield. It's a one-step slant, so we only really need to get 1 yard off the ball. This is like we're trying to catch the ball, get a first down, maybe it's third and short, whatever it is. But if we have to force that release, you got to set him up with one step to the outside, at least try to get him to hesitate and make sure we're thinking about crossing his face in a good pad level position. We have some explosion, so we at least have a chance to make this play on the ball. It's a great example here of what you need to do when you force the release. Don't quit on the play. Make sure we take that wide step release and keep a good pad level. Let's watch the thing again, full speed. Great job with the wide step. Great job keeping a good pad level and finishing on this route. All right, guys, we are going to be coming to 9 different states this year. We are going to be coming to Florida first for our first annual quarterback, wide receiver, and DB camp. Then we're coming to Arizona. Then we're going to Houston, Texas. Then we're going to Jersey. Then we're going to Georgia. Then we're going to Chicago. Then we're coming back to Texas and Dallas. And then we're going to Tennessee. And then we will return to Los Angeles. That's 9 different camps that we are going to be doing this year. They're all going to be 2-day training camps for you guys. It's going to be 8 hours of work for quarterbacks, wide receivers, and DBs, and these spots are limited to only 50 people. We want to keep things small so you guys get the most out of each training camp session. So if you guys are interested in that, if you guys are in one of those 9 states below that we just listed, check out that very first link, or the second link, excuse me, check out that second link in the description below. It gives you all the information on how you guys could sign up and what to expect from those camps. So I hope you guys could check that out. Second link in the description below. And if you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave that in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time.